Louise was first admitted around October of 2021 due to harm she was experiencing from a friend in the community who was financially exploiting her and was quite manipulative and psychologically abusive.
When Louise first got to the Weinberg Center, she really wasn't able to communicate with us much at all. She wasn't interacting and engaging with the professionals who were trying to work with her on a daily basis, and really seemed like she couldn't engage. The one place that I think she was engaging a little bit was through the art she was creating. And when you look at that art, it's so dark. It looks like the work of somebody who couldn't communicate in a full and robust and vibrant way.
When I first started working with Louise, we started out doing more reminiscence therapy, which is the type of therapy you do with older adults who have cognitive impairments. So it was really just recalling her past and using things like music. So she really loves jazz. So sitting with her and listening to jazz and talking about some of her favorite jazz musicians. We were also trying to do some reorientation of her surroundings. So I would often bring her outside, which was one of her favorite places to go, and just kind of look at the Hudson together and really talk through her life. I started to notice some significant changes in Louise.
Hi, Kathleen.
She had much more motivation to start becoming a resident here and taking part in some of the recreational activities. So she started to go to the gym more and be in the exercise classes. She started to really have a passion for art again. I noticed that a lot of her depressive symptoms were starting to decrease, and there was a lot more motivation around living. And with that, Louise's memory started to improve.
This is a really, really good book. It's one I wouldn't have read.
Okay.
When Louise first came here to the Weinberg Center, she wasn't very communicative or very mobile, and so it's been a complete transformation being here. I mean, I'm amazed at how far she's come.
As Rachel worked with Louise and saw dramatic improvements, Rachel was able to alert our legal team to say, Louise is ready and able now to share the full breadth of the abuse that she experienced. And that enabled our team to know how financially she was taken advantage of, the documents that she had signed, and we can now create a plan to try to remedy that.
The Weinberg Center is the nation's first elder abuse shelter. We provide a series of holistic wraparound services that include medical support, clinical support, legal support, and safe shelter for older adults who've experienced harm in the community.
Very often, the places that people would typically go when home is unsafe, so like a domestic violence shelter or a homeless shelter, those places don't have the types of services that can accommodate an older person who has medical needs, who may have some degree of cognitive impairment. So here at the Weinberg Center, because we are a multidisciplinary team, we have social workers and lawyers working together, and we're located within RiverSpring Living, which is providing holistic medical care, rehabilitation services, therapeutic activities. We really are able to layer elder abuse services on top of the RiverSpring Living services to create a wraparound environment that's specifically geared toward older adults, both restoring them to health physically as well as legally and emotionally based on the abuse that they've experienced.
In this case, with Louise, the neighbor managed to get her to sign a codicil to her will. And she was cognitively impaired at the time. Since she's made this remarkable change and truly can engage in an attorney-client relationship, we have wanted to re-examine those documents with her to make sure that they are in fact what she wants.
I think that the Weinberg Center made all the difference in my getting better. I mean, really getting better. Somehow they broke through the isolation a little bit and encouraged me, and that made all the difference. If you can come back in about 6 months, I'll give you a concert. That's a promise.